You should, like, buy one and stuff. Where can we buy one and stuff, Matt?
Cinevore.com.
And can you buy more than one, Matt?
You could buy many, in fact, and you get free posters.
Yes. So make sure you buy one and stuff.
We're really terrible salespeople, but we make great films, so that's what matters.
Sarah, come here.
So these guys apparently can't sell anything, so I'm going to be selling this lovely DVD, which you absolutely need to buy because, well, there are things like laser tag and video games, and I dance in footy pajamas. So, and that's like my proudest moment of life. Yeah.
Bestow Productions presents Creative Continuity at Baltimore Comic-Con 2014. Get the latest news directly from comic book artists and writers. Tune in for Creative Continuity's coverage of Baltimore Comic-Con. We bring the convention to you.
Creative Continuity. And we're here with Joe Quinones.
Hello. I started back in 2007 after meeting Mark Chiarella.
Okay.
And he got me started doing some stuff for Teen Titans Go. And that just sort of snowballed from project to project. And
Okay.
he actually then got me started also on Wednesday Comics, which was like a big high-profile thing that I did that really got my career going.
You're working on Batman 66.
That's right. Yeah.
And it comes out as a digital comic book?
Yeah, it's a digital first comic, so it'll come out, you know, like through Comixology or, you know, some sort of app, and it'll come out in 2 parts digitally. So it's kind of cool for the Batman 66 thing because it like kind of recreates the like cliffhangery structure that they had on the show, where it'd be like, tune in next week, next batch, you know, same batch channel, whatever. So it'll do that. It'll end after 10 pages. You come back the next week, and they have the next 10 pages, and then 3 weeks later they release it in print.
What else can we look forward to seeing coming from you? What other things are you working on?
Well, I just had a couple issues of Savage Wolverine come out.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of covers still coming out. I did a connecting series of covers for Big Trouble in Little China from Boom. And then I've got 2 issues of Batman Eternal coming up, and some other things past that I can't say.
Okay. Now, do you have a favorite character that you enjoy?
I really love doing anything in the Batman verse. I'd say somebody asked me earlier who's my most requested commission. That'd be Harley Quinn.
Wow.
And I really love Harley Quinn. She's a really great character. I really enjoy drawing her. I think she's really fun. So I've drawn her a few times now, and I did a Batman black and white story with her. I did a one-shot featuring her, a Joker's Asylum story. And she's just great. Yeah, I don't really tire of drawing her. So.
Any thoughts on going into writing?
Yes, there's a couple. I have a collaborator, Maris Wicks, who I've worked on a couple stories with. We did the Harley and Ivy story in Batman Black and White.
Oh wow!
From last September it came out, and the hardcover just came out this summer. But she technically wrote it. She wrote the script for it. But we collaborated on the story together, which was a really fun process. And there's a couple projects that we're actually working on together to try and, you know, kind of echo that dynamic of kind of collaborating on a story first, and she fleshes that out into a script. I can't say exactly what that is, but we're working on that now. There's also a CBLDF, just short story that we did for an annual that's coming out in October that we co-wrote, we co-storied and co-wrote, and co-drew actually as well. Yeah, so it's something I have my eye on, but haven't done a ton of.
Who do you admire as a writer that you would like to?
I mean, I've had the benefit of working with a lot of my heroes.
Oh wow!
So, you know, Kurt Busiek, I got to work with on Green Lantern. Paul Dini's like a huge influence on me, and I got to work with him on Bloodspell. But I don't know, there's a huge list. Mark Waid would be great to work with. There's a Little Nemo in Slumberland tribute book that Locust Moon Press is putting out. And it's gorgeous. You guys should look into it. It's really, they're here actually. And it's you know, it's in the same vein as the old Winsor McKay strips, and they publish huge. It's like a gigantic, like 20 by 30 book.
Wow.
And I did a 1-page story in there. I also collaborated with Maris Wicks again for that.
Thank you, Joe.
Here we go. We interrupt our scheduled programming for this report from Harold Gann at RetroCon.
I'm here with Living in 8-Bit and Cinevore.
And he's Matt.
Thank you, Mike.
Living in 8 Bits is a series that takes the logic of retro video games, and we apply them to real life and sketch comedy. And this is actually our 5th season. We're coming up on 50 episodes soon.
Wow.
And it really originated by just anybody's backyard or schoolyard conversations that we had when we were little is, what if this were real? What if Mario really existed? What if Simon Belmont had descendants? What kind of vampires would they fight of today? So we pinned them against the emo vampires of Twilight. Or what if Samus was real? Or just in general, we take these silly concepts and these tropes and we make these stupid, silly sketches out of them. So that's what we do.
The Nerd versus Geek is about just because people are smart doesn't mean they will all get along. So there's lots of different kinds of smart people, and it's basically about a theater geek and a video game geek and a Mensa group that all have to work together, live together, and how they get along. Mike is our shooter and editor and assistant director on the show. I'm the gamer guy, and Stephanie, who's not here right now, is the Mensa character. So, and Sarah's a part of the theater group.
What's your guys' favorite film that you created or episode?
We have an episode everyone really likes, which is episode 10 of Nerd vs. Geek, which is just called D&D, and it's people who are used to playing D&D trying to play a game with people that have never played it before. So, you know, you ask someone, okay, you need to build a character, pick their race and class, and it's like, well, I want to be Mexican and I want to be rich, and it's like, you don't think about it that way if you're used to playing a game, but it's that kind of humor, that kind of ridiculousness.
I aim my magic missile at your respawn point.
You guys know this is why we're only on Adventure 2, right? Also, there's no such thing as a respawn point.
For Living in 8 Bits, gosh, there's so many episodes and so many characters. What's starting to become really popular with our series is our Mario parodies, which is, we don't call him Mario, we call him the Stalker Plumber.
Excuse me. Our car broke down at the diner next door, and I was wondering if you could maybe rescue us?
Sure, I could give it a shot. What seems to be the... It's me! Oh my goodness, it's the 2 princesses! Yahoo! So how can I help you 2 princesses today?
He called us princesses.
Yeah, that's nothing new.
But for favorite, I can't pick, because there's so many good moments, and when you watch it as a whole, it just all kind of blends together into this mush of geeky awesomeness.
One of my favorite episodes of Living in 8 Bits was one of the earliest ones, and it was called Disappearing Keys. And it's the idea that you take your keys, you try to open the door to your car, your keys disappear, and now you have to find another key.
Oh. What the hell? Why don't I have my keys? Why?
Because that's how it works in video games. It's just a clever concept. I liked it. Before I even knew Mike, I thought that episode was hilarious.
A series of ours that we as the cast and crew really like are these takes on Wily's Robot Masters. They're like, so we have our character who runs Wily Corp, and they accept Robot Master designs from scientists. So we have these really awful Robot Master pitches like Allen Wrench Man, Fiberglass Insulation Man, Mailman, and some more suggestive ones like Vibraman and Bead Mistress.
Allen Wrench Man! Do you make the graphic pop up? Or... screw it, I'm not waiting for you.
For us, I would say those are our personal favorites, just because they're so much fun to produce. It's so funny, and it's also, it gets to use a lot of the cast involved.
And so you guys have a new website, correct?
Well, yeah, we just had our website redesigned, and in the process just recently, this past year, we got syndicated on RetroWare TV. So Living in 8 Bits is exclusive, now new episodes to RetroWare TV, which is an awesome, awesome community to be a part of. You got the Game Chasers on there, Norm the gaming historian, Rue from Clan of the Grey Wolf, and of course the Video Game Years, which is probably the most popular series on RetroWare TV. And through this partnership, I also now have become an editor on the Video Game Years.
Wow.
So it's a really, really cool site to be a part of, and us and the whole crew we couldn't be more thrilled to be able to go to these conventions now and be like, we are part of RetroWare TV.
Cinevore.com, Facebook.com/Cinevore, Twitter.com/Cinevore, YouTube.com/CinevoreFilm.
I mean, we're easy to find. You can find us on Twitter at Living in 8 Bits. You can follow us on Facebook, at Living in 8 Bits, or our YouTube channel, Mixed Nuts Productions, and our main hub, mixednutsproductions.com or livingin8bits.com. Both go to the same place. You could check us out there.
Signing off with
Matt Conant
and Mike from Living in 8 Bits.
Living in 8-Bit Cinevore! All right, Harold Gann, Baltimore Comic Con. We're here with Joe Quinn. All right, Quinones, I'm sorry.
Tony and Rose who run it are so awesome at it. I mean, you walk around, it's like sensory overload of just nostalgia for toys and video games, and I love it. I love coming here. It's probably one of my favorite cons to come to.
All right. Shout out to Tony and Rose. Quinones. All right, we're good. All right, this is Harold Gann with Creative Continuity. Joe Quinn.
Cinevore is like a creature that eats film, like it subsists on film. That's where it comes from. Anyway.
This is Creative Continuity, signing off with Joe Quinn. It's like you're waiting for me to mess it up.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's very close.
Yeah, Viberman, that's doesn't leave much to the imagination there. So
Quinones.
That's it.
Let's do this. All right. We're good? All right. Creative Continuity. We're Harold Gann signing off with Joe Quinn. Does Viberman have a special attack?
should I explain it?
How family a show is.
Let's not explain it.
Well, basically, his level is a cave, and he has what's called the ground spot, and he has to insert his diametric infrasonic loam destabilization oscillator into the ground spot, and it will cause a vibration that will cause rocks to fall from the ceiling. He also can secrete white lubricants to prevent rub damage. Am I missing any other schematics, Matt?
I think that's the important ones.
So that's Viberman.
We had a good run.
We're sorry.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike Triello. You're the best.
You are.
And that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Outro. Mic drop.
Outro.